I can't go through that Cleveland finish in 90 seconds at the end of the game and not think that they need to wash the stench off that loss more than any team in the NFL needs to wash the stench. They're up 13 points late, and the visuals are wild. They were re-airing this game on NFL Network, and there's Stefanski coaching, watching his team melt down in epic fashion. And there are children behind him ready to go on the game. That's a Watson jersey, but children behind him ready to go onto the field.
Those kids.
And like, this is what's going on. And this is how I feel for all Browns fans. How do you explain this to the next generation of Browns fans?
Yeah.
That, hey, sometimes this happens with our organization. Sometimes this is what we are. This was a game that felt so catastrophic at the end, where like you're watching it happen and it's like a train like falling off the tracks. Like, please, someone stop it, put it back on. You got to get rid of that stench. Think about what we'd be doing right now if they had just held on to a 14-point lead. If York makes the extra point, a 13-point lead, and we'd be like, Browns are 2-0.
2-0.
Chubb and Hunt are unstoppable. Yeah. There's a whole, it's us against the world mentality. We overlooked Brissett. Now they're 1-1, and it's an elf logo and the Browns, and we've got it. They're at home. They can't lose another. And think about the quarterbacks they would have lost to in the last 2 weeks. 38-year-old Joe Flacco and Mitchell Trubisky, who's coming in here. With a lot of people wondering whether he's the guy. 1 and 2 after that, both at home, those losses. That's a bad way to start the season. You win this game, you're 2-1. The Bengals have to win on the weekend, and like you're in a good spot. You gotta get a win if you're the Browns.
In that kid's defense, that might have been a Phil Dawson jersey.
Could have been.
We don't. It could have been a Phil Dawson. We don't know.
Let's hope. Yeah, because kickers are people too. Listen, I agree with you, and I'm gonna, shout out to the Cranberries. You can't let this linger. All right.
There you go.
Yeah, they are.
Brownie the Elf is in the building right now. You just heard it from Jason McCourty. They're trying to clean that stench out, trying to get it out of their system. Look, the Browns blew it, and I've been there for those games. And guess what? You're right, Shregs. This is us. This is us. This is not the first time this happened. But when Nick Chubb scored the go-ahead touchdown, or the add to the lead, 31-17, right? So you're up 14 points.
30 to 17.
30 to 17. You're up 13 points. I mean, that's a wrap. Like, everybody's talking about, hey, what are we doing after the game? And yet 123 yards they gave up defensively. This was a complete meltdown right now. So, look, if you're Joe Woods, I mean, you're scratching your head. What do I need to do? I got to find a way to put out the fire. We got to do it without Jadeveon Clowney as well. I think this rivalry, too, when you think about it, like the Steelers swept them last year. The last time the Browns beat them was when Baker was there.
Yeah.
It was week 17, I think, or week 16. But I just think about the dominance that the Steelers have had in this matchup. Ben Roethlisberger in his career, when he was there in Pittsburgh, it was a wash. He was 25-2.
Yeah. Oh my God.
All time against the Browns in the regular season. Like, that's how dominant this series has been. So for the Browns, got to wash the stench out, and they got to get back in the W's.
I can't find any way to bend over backwards and answer this question with the Steelers. I can't. I really can't.
I'll do it for you.
Okay, Jamie, I'm fascinated to hear where you would go with that. They lost a tough game to the Patriots. It happens. That's one of the top 5 worst losses in Browns history. Now, listen, you got the crazy ones like the drive and the fumble, and those are more infamous. Those are a little mistake at the end of the game. John Elway was too good. The Browns had to do 20 things wrong to lose that game. If they did 19, they win. They did 20. They did all 20. And early in the season, like, this is where it starts to manifest, and we're like, we have our mojo's off. Has the team ever had a players-only meeting at 1-1? That's what they had this week. A players-only, no coaches. Like, I've never heard of that before, a 1-1 team being like, we got to just get this out now. And it's almost deserved. You got Denzel Ward on Twitter saying, it wasn't my fault. Nobody coming at me, like, correcting people who says that he blew the coverage, which points fingers at other guys. If Stefanski wasn't cool, I guarantee they would have burned the game tape and all that other cheesy crap that teams do. Honestly, since they moved back to Cleveland, I think it's in the conversation for a worst loss that they've had. Dwayne Rudd threw his helmet on the field once in 2002 and blew a game, but that's really the only one. The Steelers are the Steelers. Tough loss to the Patriots, fine. This is one of those Browns losses. Like, remember that week 2 loss that's when it all started. And they got enough things in that program, that organization going on against them to not have to worry about this. You got to get that done now. I mean, this is a really important game. Immediately, week 3 or 1-1, fine. I feel like I hate the term must win. It's not. It's not a must win.
Back-to-back home losses.
You have to win this game. You cannot lose to Mitch Trubisky, go 1-2 after that. You have to. I have to. Jamie, you're up.
I attribute this Browns loss to what I think is a very easily solved problem, which is really poor decision-making to not stay in bounds and then score that touchdown instead, which, as Peter, you said, like, pad the stats. I get it. You want to log a touchdown in the scorebook. It was Chubb there that scored the touchdown staying in bounds. You can fix that problem. Next time, buddy, know that you're under 2 minutes and stay in bounds, go down, we win the game. Okay, you can fix that problem. The Steelers have bigger problems, I think, on offense, and this is more of an existential what direction are the Steelers going from an offensive scheme standpoint. Alan Faneca was on our show yesterday, and he said, cooled their jets on the quarterback conversation until the rest of the issues offensively are solved, which means don't put this all on Mitch Trubisky's shoulders. They have to find options on the outside. You have to feature Najee Harris more. What is the identity of this Pittsburgh Steelers offense before you start looking at the quarterback position? It is a wholesale issue, I think, in terms of what we saw last week against the Patriots. They have to find a direction if they are going to be the Steelers that we know and that we trust, a team that makes the playoffs for the last 18 years. They have a bigger issue here. I am looking at the moving forward in this question, not as much at what the Browns and the horrible things that they just committed last week in terms of mental errors. Mental errors you can fix. Offensive identity, I think, is more the Steelers' problem right now. Jason, you're in Cleveland. Does that mean you're going to go with this table 4-1, or are you going to go Steelers need the bounce-back win more?
I love you, Jamie, but I have to go 4-1 right here. The Cleveland Browns, it wasn't just last week with the fourth quarter comeback with 90 seconds to go. And yes, Nick Chubb could have went down, but even with Nick Chubb scoring that touchdown, they had a 99% chance to win the game. And it came down to defensive breakdowns. What Kyle just talked about, that players-only meeting, it was for the defense because they're trying to figure things out. They give up a 66-yard touchdown to Corey Davis where nobody's covering him. And yes, Denzel Ward was on Twitter talking about it wasn't his fault. We don't know whose fault it was. But in week 1, Baker Mayfield hits Robbie Anderson for a 75-yard touchdown. They were up 20-7 in the fourth quarter versus the Panthers, and it took a late field goal for them to be able to win that game. They're being outscored in the fourth quarter 34-19 in these back-to-back weeks. They have to find a way to finish and close games, and losing it the way they did this past week, they need a win here, just so everybody can stop talking about the meltdown versus the Jets and can move on to something positive that they do against the Pittsburgh Steelers this evening.
Maybe you guys all went Browns because you trust the Steelers to right the ship kind of in their own regard. Like, at this point, the Browns have to show us something that we're going to trust that they're able to do this on their own.
I went Browns because J-Mac's in the building.
Yeah.
I have a feeling he's going to go talk to the DBs and get in there and say it's great.
Yeah, I think it's nice that Jason finally got a win in Cleveland. I think that would be the first one he's ever gotten, right? Congrats, Jay. We're off the schneid.
Parties in Berea.
It definitely will. I don't know if they're going to let me in there to talk to the players, though, so we'll see if they actually do that. I don't know.